Hi and welcome. My name is Kyle Burrows, and during the course of the presentation, myself, Nicola Evans, and Emma Cooper are going to share with you what we know to be a remarkable company. We're going to show you how working alongside us and using a step-by-step proven system, you can achieve what it is that you're looking for. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background to start with. I was a police officer for 5.5 years in London. And whilst I loved that career, it was my dream job. It came with a lot of challenges, and that was a pay freeze for 3 years, pension changes, which meant that I would retire when I was much older with a smaller pension, but in fact, my monthly payments would increase. On top of that, no promotion. And I've always been very ambitious, so I definitely wanted to go for promotion. So it's safe to say I felt that they'd overpromised and delivered. And then one day I was attacked on duty and I was left with 2 slip discs in my back. So it was back and forth the hospital, and I knew something had to change. So I resigned and I sold my house. So I retrained as a graphic designer, paying £10,000 into a course, which I did for 4 months. And then I took a job as a low paid, brand new graphic designer out in the industry. So that came with long hours, lots of stress, little reward, little recognition as well, actually. And so I was definitely looking for something more, both personally and financially. I just wanted more out of life. Luckily for me, though, my family were building really successful businesses, working alongside Forever. And when they showed me the opportunity, a light bulb kind of went off in my head. I immediately saw a way that I could earn an extra income working from home, around my busy schedule and my 12-hour day shifts as a graphic designer. So when I got started, I was so excited that I just got straight to work. And within 3 months, I was earning almost double a month part-time with Forever as I was as a full-time graphic designer. So as you can imagine, the notice went straight into my boss. And Forever has then since become my full-time job. I started my business back in 2015 in February. Since then, over the last 3 years, I've qualified for every incentive that you're going to see during the presentation now. And, I've collected bonus checks. I've qualified for the car plan. I'm a senior manager within Forever at the moment. And, but aside all the materialistic things and the lifestyle, I think the most important thing that I've now got is freedom. And that is the freedom to choose where I want to work in the world. You can work wherever with Forever, which is great. I work with who I want, when I want, and I work how I want. So I think the biggest benefit is that I'm now in total control. I am my own boss. I've got a great lifestyle. And so I'm now passionate to help more people do exactly what I've done. And unlike the police or graphic design, Forever very much under-promised when I started, but it's over-delivered on every single level, which is why I sound passionate, and that is because I am, So let me tell you a little bit about the company that's allowed me to achieve all of this, and that is Forever. So Forever is an international company. We're 40 years old. We're privately owned, and we're family run. So we've got family values and family ethics. We were founded in America in 1978. We have assets of over $1.5 billion. We're cash rich and totally debt free. So Forever have never lent a penny. We're completely self-funded. And our assets of over 1.5 billion are income generating assets. So we have games reserves in Africa that we own. I've even visited one of them on a Forever trip. We own castles in Europe. And if you are old enough to know the TV show Dallas, we own Southport Ranch, and then we lease that back to the television studios every month. We're also a multi-billion dollar turnover company. So our sales turnover last year was over $2.8 billion. We operate in over 160 countries worldwide. Now, that meant nothing to me when I first started. I only thought of the UK because that's where I live. However, with Forever, you can build a global business. My business now is in over 14 countries worldwide, and I receive an income from those countries every single month. So you can think a lot further afield than your small town or your small city that you live in currently. We're in the health and wellness sector, which is a multi-trillion-dollar global market. Closer to home here in the UK, this is our grade 2 listed building. It's called Longbridge Manor in Warwick. It's a stunning building. It's got an open door policy, so you can go in and make yourself a cup of tea whenever you like. We've been successfully trading here for over 25 years. Last year, our sales were over £100 million. We're also accredited with Investors in People, and we are proud members of the Direct Selling Association. Now, those last two accreditations are basically Forever's way of saying, we want people to know that we operate the best way. So that's the government having a look at how we operate, how we support our staff, how we train our people, and how we sell our products and run our businesses, and that it's all done in the right way. So those two accreditations are really important. You might ask yourself, like I did as well, how is Forever so successful? I'd never actually heard of it until my family had introduced me to it, so you might not have either. But it is so successful because it's a combined power of a network of home-based business owners. So people like you and I building our businesses from our laptops, our phones, wherever we are in the world. What we do is two things. We supply products directly to the consumer. So we cut out the middleman. We don't pay for advertising. We don't have our own shops. We do this ourselves through word of mouth, through recommendation. And we also show the potential of the business opportunity. So for those of you that are looking for an extra 200 to 400 and you know people that are, then we can show them the potential of building a business alongside us as well. Now, this is called team marketing. The benefits are huge and they're absolutely endless, but these are the main ones that I'd like to talk to you about. First of all, it's uncapped. So unlike a normal job where you're given, say, a capped salary and they tell you what they think you're worth, with Forever, you can earn as much as you would like. So there is no limit. You cannot earn too much and you can never earn too little. You decide exactly what you want to earn, and provided you put the work in, you will be paid for that. There is no limit as to what you can achieve, which I think is the biggest selling point for me. It's also willable. So for those of you with children, you can leave a legacy business and you can will this to your children. So when you're no longer here, this business will still carry on. Your business isn't going to stop when you stop, so your children can then inherit your business and will receive those monthly payments month in, month out until they pass it on to their children as well. So it's completely willable. You decide your goals. We all have different goals, but we'll put a plan in place to help you achieve them. And you can do this part-time or full-time. I did it part-time when I first started. For the first 3 months, I was doing it part-time, and now I do it full-time, but you can fit it around your current commitments. Full training and support as well is provided. It's free. We do a lot of classroom style, but also we meet up as well. We can do an online training. So however you want to work, we will do that training, to suit your needs. They also offer very, very generous incentives. Now, these are the kind of things that really excite me to begin with, because I've never been offered an incentive, certainly not in the police. I don't think I ever got a cup of tea for free. So Forever offer chairman's bonus, and Emma's going to talk you through these incentives shortly. But they offer a bonus system. They also offer car plan and global travel. So they take you on 2 trips every year, 5-star luxury, nothing but the best. She'll talk you through those shortly. We also give a lot of recognition. Now, this is something I lacked in my job, and I know a lot of you watching this will not be recognized for your work. You're kind of recognized for coming in 2 minutes late rather than the 2 hours you stayed the night before to work for free. We do a lot of, we have a lot of prizes. We have a lot of fun. And there's a saying that if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. But this is essentially what we do in 4 easy steps. I'm going to talk you through that now. First of all, we use our products. So we'll become our own best customer. And when you become your own best customer, you can then share your experiences with other people. So you promote the products, and we'll help you then develop those regular customers for yourself. Thirdly, you're going to build a team if you wish to. You don't have to, but you can, to access a higher income. And what we do there is simply talk to people about the opportunity and work the simple business cycle that I'm going to show you. And then we coach our team to duplicate. So this is simply what we do. We'll coach them to develop some customers, just like we have with you. And then we'll coach them to develop a team should they wish to build a team and access a higher income. So in 4 simple steps, this is all we do. We use the products, promote the products, and share a business opportunity. Now, this is Forever's simple business cycle. And it's called simple business cycle because it's probably the most simplest cycle you'll ever see in your life. And it's worked for 40 years and has continued to work for us and will for generations to come. It's brilliant. And I love it because it's so easy. So it starts off with a database of contacts, like any business when you get started. You'll call a friend, or you'll get an email, you'll Facebook message them and say, I've started a business, etc. And you'll show them some information. You'll show them a business presentation, just like what you're watching now. And should they love what they see, then they will join. And we'll put a plan in place then to suit around their goals and their needs and their time that they've got available to put into their business. And then we'll get a plan of action put in place. Now, the 3-letter word in the middle is what is going to kind of drive us to keep building our business, because we are our own bosses. So we're not going to be pushing you and saying, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. But the 3-letter word in the middle is going to be the reason, I guess, that propels you to keep working your business. And that might be what you see on the screen. It might be you're in debt. It might be that you're losing sleep at night because you're in so much debt. You might be spending more time with your boss than you are with your family, and that's there's definitely something wrong there if that's the case. You might be commuting way too much, self-development, new car, whatever that might be. Now that three-letter word, your reason why, well, if it might be one of those, it might be something that's not on that list, but that's going to make you kind of, that's going to get us fired up to work our businesses. And we're all very busy when we get started. I know that most people start this because they are so busy and they want more time and, more time freedom so that they can do the things that are important to them. So this is not about becoming a lot busier. This is about duplicating your time and leveraging that time to your advantage. So for example, here, when I started my business, I had 10 hours a week. I knew I didn't have 125 or an extra 100 or an extra 60. I knew I had 10 hours a week to put into my business. And I shared the opportunity with five key people. One of the people I introduced was a product promoter and liked to promote the products, sell a few here and there, and recommend them to friends, family, and people within their network. Then I had some business leaders who all had different amounts of time to put in. So one had 10, 20, and 30 hours, so all varying times. And then a business leader who's somebody who continues to build their business but on a bigger scale, and they put in 50 hours a week. Now I'm putting in 10 hours, and all we're doing with these people are we're using the products, we're teaching all of them to use their products, promote the products, help them find, say, 5 key people if they wish to build a team, and then we're going to coach them to duplicate that so it keeps it really simple, step by step. So I'm putting 10 hours in, but Forever are going to pay me for 125 hours worked in my business. So this is where a light bulb moment went off in my head and thought, you know what? I can't give 125 hours, but I can definitely find 10. So this was about leveraging my time and making the best use of the marketing model. So this part I can't talk you through because I get too excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to pass you over to Emma Cooper, who will take you through how you make your money, which I'm sure you're all interested in. Emma's broken all records within our company within the first 2 years of starting her business with Forever. She's qualified for everything that she's going to talk you through. So I can think of nobody better to take you through our income section. So I'll pass you over to Emma Cooper. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kyle. As Kyle said, my name's Emma Cooper, and my background before I started my business was quite similar to Kyle. I was also a police officer, and so was my husband, Sean. Really loved my job. I worked all my days off, but came the challenges that Kyle had. And also, when I found myself 30 weeks pregnant with my first son, I really questioned what I wanted to do long term. It was quite a dangerous job. And, it was very hard to fit in the working shifts and also being a new mummy for the first time. I was definitely open to taking a look at another way of earning an extra income. But firstly, it was simply to just earn that little bit of extra money while I was on maternity leave, so I didn't have to rush back to work, because we never had any money left over at the end of the month. We had a big loan for our car, a few other debts as you do, and we were just never left with anything. So I took a look at Forever. I did a lot of research. I got started in December 2013, and very, very quickly I saw everything that you're about to see and just thought, why not me? Yes, I was just about to become a mum, but I realised if I fitted it into the pockets of time that I had, I could build something quite substantial. That's what I did, with the training and support, put that into practice. Within the first 2 years of our business, we built, a huge business. It was the top 5 in the world with Forever, which I was very, very proud of. But more excitingly than that was that we got to help loads of other people do the same. So we've been able to buy our house in the countryside, our dream home, put down a 50% deposit. We have no debt. We have a lot of savings. We travel the world, mostly free with Forever, but I can afford to do it myself now as well, which is quite great. And we just have a really amazing lifestyle, which I just never thought I would have as a police. Well, I know I wouldn't have had as a police officer. So I'll share with you how exactly you can do that too. The first area of income might be just like when I was starting to look at the business, I just wanted something extra. So you can quite easily make that £200 to £400 plus per month by being a product promoter. If you want to help some people earn an extra income as well, we'll help you to build a small team. You'll be a business leader. You can earn £600 to £2,000 plus per month. And if you want to be a business developer, that's just somebody who helps some more people, takes it a little bit more seriously, then you can expect to earn between £2,000 to £20,000 plus per month. Now, to explain how the marketing plan works, I do have to explain to you a little bit of company jargon, but you've already heard that we're in over 160 countries worldwide. So to make it simple for us to do business in other countries, rather than dealing in different currencies, we all talk in the forever currency, and that is case credits. Now, you get case credits by simply using the products yourself, promoting the products, and building a team. So one case credit here in the UK is worth £82 to £108 in profit, cash in your hand. And that all depends on where you are in the marketing plan. We'll coach you to do a minimum of 4 case credits per month. That'll give you an income of around £300 to £500 per month. And our whole marketing plan is based on helping other people do exactly the same. So when you first get started, right now, you'll be an assistant supervisor. This is going to give you access to 35% profit. But think about that. You're going to get 35% discount on the products that you're buying for yourself personally when you use the products. You're going to get 35% profit on every product that you're promoting and retailing. And also, you're going to help other people do the same. You're looking at a profit as an assistant supervisor of around £200 to £400 a month doing that. Now, to get promoted up the marketing plan, it's all about helping more people earn that little bit of extra income. And of course, all this income is going to be, in case credit form as well. But if you think of it, if you're helping 3 to 5 people throughout your team earn that little bit of extra income, then that volume will get you to the supervisor position. You get an immediate pay rise up to 38% profit. So 38% discount on your products, 38% profit on everything that you promote. And you're looking at a profit of around £300 to £500 plus per month. Obviously, it will naturally grow then. Your team will probably want to build their own teams, and organically you'll get to the assistant manager position on the marketing plan. Typically 10 to 15 people, if you're helping them do that 4 case credits per month, that few £100s extra per month, you'll get to assistant manager, and now you get another pay rise, 43%. And your profit is around £600 to £800 plus per month. Of course, as you can see from the supervisor and assistant manager position onwards, you're getting a team leading bonus. You're going to get paid for helping more people earn that extra income. And then we have the manager position on our marketing plan. And this for me is the pivotal part of our marketing plan, because once you can develop your business to the manager position, you can help other people do exactly the same. So manager size business will typically have 15 to 25 people within that team. And of course, there'll be lots of different people at different levels of the marketing plan, depending on what it is they want out of their business. You'll be getting a team leading bonus of 5 to 13%, plus you can be getting 48% profit, 48% profit on every product that you recommend, 48% discount on the products that you're buying for yourself. When you get to this manager position, it really opens up the doors then for all the other incentives. So you're looking at income of 800 to 2,000 plus per month. But what is really great is forever recognise us and reward us for helping other people do what we've done. So we're never in competition with anybody else. We're always, striving to do more and helping other people to do more. So if you get to that manager position, you're accessing that 48% profit. The figures that you'll see are based on an average manager turnover here in the UK of 15,000 in retail value per month. If you help your friend Sarah get to that manager position, that she's joined your team directly, she'll be called your first generation, the company will always pay you 6% based on the volume moving through that business for life. So if you just kind of contemplate that for a second, you're not taking anything off Sarah or away from her. The company pays us this completely separately, rewarding us for helping somebody else earn that extra income too. Roughly on an average size manager business, that would be £900 per month. If Sarah then helps Sam get to the manager position, the company will pay you for life 3% based on the volume moving through that business. And if it was average, it would be £450 per month. And if Sam then helps Jo, her friend, get to that manager position, the company will always pay you 2%. On average, it works out £300 per month. So if you look at that totaling up £1,650 per month, just in royalty style income alone, plus your manager income, you're looking at £2,500 to £3,500 per month. Now, when I saw this is what kind of gave me a little bit of a light bulb moment, because as a police officer, I earned £1,650 per month. So I thought, if I could just help some people earn that extra £800 to £2,000 per month, learn what I needed to do to help them, and just keep doing that, then this would be fantastic. And that's exactly what happens. It says there, imagine 5 lines of those managers. Within the first 15 months of my business, I had helped, I think it was 11 or 12 lines achieve that. And they were not, these figures are based on average manager businesses. And I didn't help people become an average manager. They were way above average. So you can imagine what that did to the figures. And of course, I had a bit of a roll the eye moment, a skeptical police officer when I first saw this presentation and someone said, you can build a business all around the world. And I thought, that's ridiculous. I don't know anybody around the world. But just like they promised me, I promise you that when you start to help managers, locally, this will naturally grow globally. We've got lots of people in our team, some that you will hear from shortly, who have built globally before they built locally. So the opportunity really is there for you to develop your business and help other people get to the manager position all around the world. And of course, that just gives you an income from there. 4 years on in my business, I get paid monthly from 27 different countries. Most of those I've never been. And I probably couldn't point out on a map. But it's great. The power of online is that you can help people far and wide. And it doesn't stop there. If you continue to help people get to the manager position, that's how you're promoted onward from manager. So if you help 2 people get to the manager position, you'll be called a senior manager. You can expect to earn an income of around 30,000 plus per year. Still a very part-time business. Soaring managers, when you've helped 5, 60,000 plus. Sapphire managers, when you've helped 9, 120,000 pounds plus. And the last couple of years, I wish my tax bill had only been 120,000, and I'm a Sapphire manager. But of course, there's no complaining because that reflects in your income. Diamond Sapphire, 200,000 plus. Diamond manager, 350,000 plus. And it goes on. We have a Centurion Diamond manager with 100 managers, a tiny little lady in Japan. So it really is up to you how big you want to build it. This is to me, the icing on the cake incentive. I look at my son and my husband to think, I can't believe that's us. We were both cops, and, William was, I was still pregnant when I started my business in 2013. So just 4 years on, and this has been, our reality. Of course, helping lots of people helps us achieve more. And I love that ethos about our company. Chairman's bonus is actually a share of the company's turnover. And notice I say turnover, not profit. They are incredibly generous. And so you can achieve a share of the company's turnover every year. It doesn't stop there. We also get other incentives, global travel. So if you like to travel the world, well, more importantly, if you like to travel for free, you can also qualify for the global travel. So we get sent to 2 exciting destinations a year. They really are exciting. Over the last 4 years, I've been to lots more than this, but what I can remember, Dubai, Singapore, Mexico, Greece, Barcelona, Monte Carlo, Rome, Dallas. The list is endless. But we've done that for free. We're spending money, and it is 5-star, nothing but the best. Believe me, you've not been on a holiday unless you've been on a forever trip. We also have what we call Forever to Drive. Now, we nickname this car plan. So when I started my business, I had a really clapped out Renault Clio that I had to de-ice on the inside in the winter. But a car was definitely not top of my list. I had more important things that I wanted to get done. But who turns their nose up? But up to £6,300 per year. Of course, that amount of money a month, maximum is 525. That lends itself to a car. But you can actually spend it on whatever you want. It goes in with your bonus, and you can spend it on whatever you want. So girls, if it's shoes, guys, if it's trainers like my husband, you can spend it on whatever you want. But it's just another one of those amazing incentives. Now, of course, it's nice to hear from different people from different backgrounds. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to a business partner of mine, Jamila Gul, who will just tell us a little bit about her story so far in her forever business.
Thank you, Emma. Hi everyone, my name is Jamila Gul, and my background is I'm a full-time mum to 6 beautiful children. Before I started my business, I hadn't had any work experience and I didn't have any extra qualifications. So although I'd always dreamed about being a businesswoman with no experience in 6 children, I thought I'd always just be a mum. When I came across the business through the products, I absolutely fell in love with them. And then I realized that there was a business opportunity with it, and I didn't have to have previous experience, and it's something that I could fit in really flexibly and part-time around my children and my busy family life. So I decided to get started. The biggest thing for me has been a personal development, which has just totally changed my life. My positive outlook on life now is incredible, and I really look forward to helping lots of other people achieve some of the incredible incentives that you've seen here today. I'm now a senior manager in the business, and I have one of the largest businesses across the Middle East, and I really look forward to helping lots more people achieve exactly what I've achieved and so much more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamila. I think from what you've heard so far, you'll probably realise that we couldn't build such, fantastic businesses if we weren't underpinned by really great products. And I can think of nobody better to hand you over to take you through this section than Nicola Evans, who's built a massive business, not just here in the UK, but globally around the world as well. Over to you, Nick. Thanks, Emma. Hi, everyone. My name's Nicola Evans, and I'm a mum to 2 teenage boys. And my background is I'm a director of a manufacturing company. I design, retail and manufacture a range of toys. And back in April 2014, my husband and I found ourselves where we'd already spent £250,000 setting up my manufacturing company. We had to remortgage our home, move in with my parents. And for 2 years, we were trying to build the company, and I was yet to take an income. I came across Forever, and I quickly saw a way that would give me more time as a mum, that £500 that would really make a life-changing difference to us at that time, to be able to get our own home. I treated it like a business, and within the first 2 months of my business, I was earning a full-time income working part-time. Over the next 4 years, from 2014 to today, I've built one of the largest businesses throughout the Middle East. I've got an amazing income from all different countries, but I think mainly I've got more time, we've got our own home, and more importantly, my children's education in university is fully paid, and we've got lots more to achieve. So it's my pleasure to take you through my favourite part is the products. And as Emma said, we have some superior products. I wanted to know when I first started the business that we were in the right marketplace. As you can see on the screen, the marketplace is ginormous. Here in the UK, we've got weight management, vitamins and supplements, sports and nutrition, skincare, male grooming, which is such a growing market. One thing that really impressed me is if you remember Emma said our turnover in the UK was 100 million, we are really not even touching the surface. So you really are looking at this business at the right time. Why would you choose Forever products? Firstly, I was really impressed to know that we're the world's #1 growers and producers of aloe vera based products. We also have a patented stabilization process. This was something very, very important to me. I watched Dragon's Den many times with my previous business, and I didn't want anyone to be able to come in and copy. So what we do is we hand harvest our aloe and we fillet that, and we only use the inner gel, and we bottle that within 2 to 4 hours. It makes it very live and active in all our pots and tubes, and that is basically patented, so nobody can copy what we do. It's a superior quality product, of course, and we are safe, natural and GM free. We don't use any nasties. We don't use insecticides or fertilizers. Something really important for you looking at the business for the first time is we have an advisory board of highly qualified professionals. These are doctors, vets, health nutritionists, sports professionals. These are the people that educate us in the products. I knew nothing about aloe vera and certainly nothing about network marketing. So you really do get the best people giving you the best advice. We also offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Music to my ears. I wanted to see what our return rate was like, and our return rate is less than 0.5%. So it just goes to prove how incredible the products are, and also look at all the stamps of approval at the bottom of the screen. We're in over 160 countries worldwide, meaning we have lots of different cultures, and it was very important that our products are for everyone. We have the Halal Science Seal, or the stamp of approval. We have the Islamic Society approval, the kosher rating. We have, like I said, the 60-day money-back guarantee. We also have animal cruelty free. We don't test on animals. We actually test on humans to use on animals. So all our products can be used on animals should you wish. So the quickest way to get started, as Emma said, was to get my hands on this box. I wanted to know what the successful people did in Forever. And this box, we have the business box, It's basically 19 of the fastest selling products. You get all your business literature, but it also gives you an immediate promotion, and you start making 35% cash in your hand profit, which is really all I was looking for when I first started. And all your business literature, everything you need. And when I looked at the £199.75 in comparison to my $250,000 company, there was really a no-brainer. And from what I've earned 8.5 times more each month from this network marketing business, from $199.75 investment. And like Emma said, you don't have any overheads and you don't have to hold any stock. So I'm going to pass you back to Emma to finish the presentation. And I thank you very much and excited to work with lots of you in the future. Thank you, Nicola. So it's a lot to take in, I know, but if you're like me, then you're probably thinking, you know, this is great and it's exciting, but will it work for me? And I think that's perfectly normal. And the honest answer to you is yes, absolutely, if. So there are some conditions. So if you take it seriously, you know, any new venture is going to need a bit of time and effort. It's a new industry. You're going to have to do some learning, but in the pockets of time and the support and the training that's available, you do that, you know, at your own pace. You've got to be coachable and attend all the relevant training. Now, of course, in nowadays, you know, everything is online, and we would encourage you to attend, you know, certain trainings, but they're completely optional to you. But they are absolutely brilliant. And there's nothing like being sat in a room with someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve. So we do love those. Commit the time required to becoming successful. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It doesn't happen overnight unless you really put the time into it. So you have to be self-motivated. You know, I promise I'm not going to be at the end of your bed every morning with a big gong saying, come on, get up, let's build your business. You know, that's going to be down to you. But it's, you know, if you're willing to work closely with the person who introduced you, then you're going to be absolutely fine. You've got to be willing. And can you imagine me as a negative, skeptical police officer seeing a presentation that said you have to think big and dream big and set big goals? It was a bit cringe for me, or a bit American. But if I'm honest, that's exactly how I think now, because, you know, society had told me that, you know, Emma, you only had 6 GCSEs, you didn't go to college, you didn't go to university, you're probably only ever going to be a police officer. And it was only that when I started Forever and they encouraged me to kind of think outside of that. And I saw lots of success stories for normal people, you know, people with backgrounds like mine who'd done it. And I just thought, well, why not me? You know, I am willing to learn. So kind of forget about what you've done before now. Think about where you want to go in the future. Commit to looking after your regular customers, you know, helping new people start their business if that's, you know, the route you want to take, and be prepared to tell people what it is that you're doing. You know, you're not joining MI5. If you think that it's a bit too good to be true and you go home, you get your box delivered by FedEx in a couple of days' time, and you just, you know, I don't know, put it next to your armchair, stick a lamp on it and expect checks to come flying through the post, then I would agree that that is too good to be true. But if you do what we've said, if you start to use the products, you naturally start talking about them with, you know, honesty and passion, then checks start coming through the post. That's not too good to be true. That's just reward for the time and effort that you've put in. And above all, have a great attitude, of course. So you're probably in one of 3 places right now. Either, you know, yeah, I kind of see it, but it's not for me. And that's absolutely fine. You know, it can't be for everybody. What I would say is definitely get your hands on some products because they really are fantastic. It could be, yeah, I kind of get it. And, you know, I feel a bit excited and maybe I just need to get some questions answered. I would encourage you, get back in touch with whoever has told you to have a watch of this presentation and get all of your questions answered. And then you can make a really informed decision. Or it might be, when I finally got around to you know, kind of really looking at the presentation, I didn't really understand it, if I'm completely honest. I got the concept of it, but just something just felt right. And I just thought, yes, this is absolutely it. This is the answer that I've been kind of looking for. And if that's you as well, then it's quite simple to get registered. It's filling out a simple form online and we can get your business planning meeting booked in. So from myself and all of the other presenters, thank you so much for taking the time to listen into the presentation. And we really look forward to working alongside lots of you very, very soon.